Okay, let me just rewind. I said, um, last class we just did an intro, but today we are going to see how to configure our systems for analysis. Now, when we talk about data analytics, we have regular analysis and we are thinking of big data analysis. Now, in big data analysis, there are basic things that we are looking at to analyze, and um, I'm trying to use network analysis where we download packets of from the network and then analyze those packets. The process has to do with data collection, of course, and, packet level engineering, and then the processing of all those data. But before we get into that, that will be our final class, which will take place tomorrow. I want you to configure your system for it and test that your system is working well on machine learning with the data that is in the book already. So I'm going to give you the page of the book, and then the data set is on, I posted it on Kaggle, so it's available, it's open source. I generated that data set myself, but it is available on Kaggle or GitHub. No, it's available on GitHub. Sorry. Okay, so I'll give you the access to the data set, and then you download it to your phones and then to your systems and use it for testing your machine. So, but this time we're going to see how to configure our system for machine learning. I don't know how many of you are using that already, but if you're not using it, that's what we're doing this night. Okay. So tomorrow is now for us to use Wireshark, capture data for like 1 hour before the class starts. Download your Wireshark, capture your packets for like minimum of 1 hour, 2 hours, so that you have enough data that you can call big data. Then we'll now see how to save that to our phone, to our systems, and analyze the components of the network that we have there. In that analysis, we'll be looking at the packet level analysis and the flow level analysis and the payload features. Those are the three things: packet level, flow level, and the payload. That is the content of the packets that we're going to be analyzing. Okay, so sorry I was disconnected. Who is calling me? Come, bring it. Let me tell that person. I'm now. I don't have class with him. Well, he knows I'll have a class now. And he's calling me. What's wrong with that guy? They're disconnecting my class. Why is he calling me by 9? What kind of rubbish? Uchendu, I'm in a class. You're disconnecting my class. I'm in a Zoom class. Okay, please. I hope you can still hear me. Please. Sorry for the distraction. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. And if you have your laptop, so follow along because I'll just get um halfway and then I'll ask you to conclude it. And by the time we finish this part and then the part for tomorrow, that'll be your CA. Okay. So what I'm going to show you is, I don't know, just my slides. You can write it down or I will still send the slide to you for you to follow along. Then the assignment page, when I'm done, just few slides, not even up to 10. But when I'm done, I'll just forward the assignment to you. It's already in the textbook anyway. So, but it's now for you to make sure it works on your own system. Okay. Now, let me share my slide. I don't know if you can see my screen. You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Confirm
Well, we
that.
can see.
Okay, so these just basic things that I feel we already know, but just for information's sake. You download your Python from the Python website, that's python.org. Download. So download the latest version. For now, I'm seeing 3.13.5 as my latest version. So that is, I don't know. Then choose your operating system and then download it. So after downloading and installing, you have to verify that you actually successfully installed by just typing Python space dash dash version. It gives you the version that is installed. Even though I showed, excuse me, I showed you the current version that's as of today. But what I have already installed in my system is Python 3.12. Um, that's what I have here. When I tested for the version, it showed me the one I have installed already is Python 3.12. Well, as of today, the latest version, that's as maybe last time I installed on this system. So, but if you do that and you're installing for today, it will be showing you 3.13. Okay. So that's after installation, you now test to be sure that you have Python installed. Now, the next thing to do is to check for your pip. Pip actually is inside Python. As you install your Python, it comes with the pip installed already. So you just want to check if the pip is there and the version of the pip. Because it's pip you'll be using to install your libraries, other Python libraries like SciPy and many other libraries that you'll be using. Even your Jupyter Notebook is still pip you use to install that. So after testing for my Python version, I tested for my pip version. It gave me pip 2.3.2. So that means I have pip installed. So having just checked these two things, I can now install Jupyter Notebook. I said on CMD type pip install Jupyter and pip install Notebook. Notebook is there are two ways you can download and install Anaconda, but Anaconda is so heavy that if you install it in your system, I don't know how if you don't have a strong system, it might start misbehaving and because it's just heavy. But this is just a lightweight. Jupyter Notebook is quite lightweight. But if you're installing Anaconda, Anaconda contains Jupyter Notebook, it contains PyCharm and many other applications, the Sublime. Because many of them they are there in Anaconda, but it's heavy. So I think I advise you use regular Jupyter Notebook. Just start. Let's use only Jupyter Notebook for this course. It's not gonna take us much. So CMD keep install notebook. It will install your Jupyter Notebook. Now, for me, I have this already installed. So it will simply return that requirement already satisfied. So showing that what I'm trying to keep installed is already contained in the system already. Okay? So you can upgrade your PIP if you want, but not important. Now that's it. It's telling me requirements already satisfied. Then I want to install SciPy, Scientific Python. Now I'll say pip install SciPy. I already have it. It's telling me requirements already satisfied. Okay. So and then you have to run your Jupyter notebook. To run it, you just type Jupyter no space notebook. That way it runs the Jupyter notebook and then brings you to this environment. So I don't know if it's visible from your end. I have to keep checking. If it's okay.
Yes,
So
ma, we can see it. We can see it clearly.
all right, thank you. So once you type your Jupyter notebook, it comes to the
Sorry, ma. Sorry to cut you. I'm having issues with my network here. Please, I don't know if this class is on record.
I think so. Yes, I believe it is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's being recorded. Yes. Okay. So once I get to this point now, on the let me minimize this window. Okay. I don't know if you can see here my cursor new.
Yeah.
Yes, to open a new page, I need to click on that new icon. That's the new tab there. So once I click on it, it will show Python 3, it will show terminal, console, new file, new folder. But I don't want Python 3 is sorry, terminal is like a CMD. So I actually prefer running from here to my CMD, or this is like a CMD means like a command prompt that you work with. But what we are trying to do is Python 3, the kernel itself. It will give you two options. One, whenever you want to write anything code, it gives you a code window. Secondly, it can give you that the issue. Okay, I forgot to screenshot that. But from here, just choose Python 3. Okay. Once you choose Python 3, and then it opens a new window. On that new window, you see codes and um and markdown. So if you're using the code window, that's when you want to code into any of the lines, or you choose the markdown. Okay, let me do small. So note these ones now, because I'm going to have to open my own Jupyter notebook so you see it directly. Here I have new. I'm going to choose Python 3 and hit enter. Just it comes in. Then the first code I'm going to be writing is to import Python libraries. Import pandas as PD, import NumPy as NP, import matplotlib as pyplot. So in this area, I want you to just mimic, in coding, we say you should imitate somebody to learn. That's what we say in coding. When you're learning coding, or when you're learning any aspect of anything in coding, just learn by imitating people that are doing it already. So that way you won't be lost. By the time you keep repeating the process, you will understand the whole how it works. So for today, this is going to be your first line of code. You're importing these libraries, and then after these libraries, the next thing will be to read the CSV file. So, and these things are coming from your textbook already. I just want you to look at it as it is in the textbook, because the main work that we are having is what we're going to do tomorrow. We are going to download packets, and then we are going to analyze packets. Packets has to do with big data. Of course, if we transfer packets for even 10 minutes, you see how much the volume of data to capture. Last class we talked about the 5Gs. I don't know how many of you still remember our 5Gs. So we're going to be seeing how to capture the network and then analyze our network to know if there is anything suspicious and so on. So what are the key indicators? I already mentioned that we have packet level engineering that has to do with source, destination, IP address, the port, the packet size, and so on, the protocol type, the timestamps. You can look at all those. You can also look at the flow level features, such as the duration of connection, the number of packets, the bytes transferred, and so on. These are the features that you can use to investigate a packet. Also, you can look at the payload features. That is examining the content of the data itself. That's the payload. So these are the three things, the three aspects of investigation you can carry out on your network data. So, but that's for tomorrow. Today, when I go just go Facebook, you see everything we program. This what I'm showing you here is already in your textbook. I want you to mimic it using a data set. So remember, I'm saying here that read social media CSV file. It simply means that the data set is a data set with .csv, comma separated. That's the type of data that we are looking at. Remember, we have whether data can be what structured data or unstructured data. Who can tell me? Give me an example of yes. Thank you. So, and as long as it's in tabular form, it has variable name, it has like that, you can call it structured. Okay. So we are going to just analyze some structured data. If you open your network data also, it is structured data because each column has its name or its variable that it's representing. Either it is IP data set or it is TCP or whatever that you're collecting, or what do you call it, source or destination, that kind of, or host, like that. So it has a name or timestamp. So those names are what makes it structured. Unlike your video data that can just be like your video streaming and they're coming in. So each of the frames coming in don't really have a name. You understand? So that's why you can sum it under unstructured data. So please go to page. What I just showed you now, you're going to demonstrate it in your work. If you don't have Python, download your Python. After downloading Python, make sure that you have your pip because it's in the fact just test the version of the pip. After testing the version of the pip, um, check your Python version first before you check your pip version. Then use that pip to install your Jupyter notebook, right? By installing, just saying pip install notebook. Then whenever you want to now, before you even launch, you should also install pip install SciPy, SCIPY, capital S, then small c, small I, P capital, then small y, SciPy, scientific Python. This is a set of libraries, all these your pandas, these that are contained inside it. So once you download all these, you install all these that one, you can now be accessing import pandas as this, import this and that. They are contained inside the library there. So test it from page 95. Just you're going to just imitate what is on the textbook and see if it's working the same way on your own. Then tomorrow we will capture live packets and analyze it. That will be the au revoir for the course. Then we'll prepare for our exam. It's interesting though. I mean, I don't know. I hope you enjoy it.
Ma, did you say page 95 of the textbook?
Yes, sir. If you take page 95, okay, 94 ending. Step 2 says download and install latest Python. So everything is starting from 94 ending. Page 9 ending part of 94, where we have step 2. Yes, it starts from there. Then you now see how to just after installing this now, I'm going to new entering Python 3. It will give you that. So before I call it a night, let me open mine and show you. Okay. Let me run my notebook and show you. I've stopped sharing, so I'm going to just open CMD. Let me do a new CMD so that 1 minute. Please. Okay, let me share my command prompts. Please confirm that it is visible. Hello, are we together?
Yes, it can be seen now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can see it, ma'am.
Okay. So, what did I ask you to type there? Who can remember? I'm going to
Python version.
Python version.
Are you sure? That's the first part now. Now, what I want to do is just to launch. Okay, you want me to go through all the processes? Oh, that first one is after installing Python. I say you should go to Python, what? Python.org.
Version.
Yeah, like your Google, go to Google, Python.org, download
Okay.
download the latest Python after downloading, you now test the Python version, right? So I've given you the picture. So what I wanted us to check is not that part. That one works automatically because you have the slides to work with. But what I want you to look at is the Jupyter.
What if the latest Python is not compatible to the version of our system?
It depends on the system you're using. You can actually step down. You understand what I mean? Did you get me?
Will the latest version be compatible to all Windows?
Oh, I don't know about that. You can step down. Oh, I don't know. Because I'm running for
Just
it.
because of challenges.
Yes. I'm running
What is operating system?
in the 10. Windows 10. It's Windows
I
I'm
think
using.
I think
It-
I think
It's
I think
And
majority of most
you can do 10. Sorry, you can do 3.12. Do you understand?
it's compatible.
okay.
You know, just in case, because like in JDK now, JDK will always advise you to go a step lower than the latest. Do you
Okay.
understand? Yes,
Yeah.
in Java, you'll be advised to whatever, if the latest is 11, that you should go down to 10 so that it will be backward compatible with all the features. So if it is 13, you should go back to 12. I don't know if you get my point. Is that
Yeah.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't go and test with, and then you have to now uninstall, install. So I think the best thing you should do is step down.
Okay.
Is that clear, please?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, now my system is still loading. I think. This is the environment. I don't know if, are you seeing a new screen with Jupyter? Are you seeing it, or do I need to reshare? If you're not seeing the white screen, then I'll need to unshare the command. What you're saying now? Is it my,
You're only seeing the command prompt. You're not seeing the Jupyter.
okay? It's up now because once you type it, it comes up. So I will have to stop share and reshare that. Uh, I think this is it. Can you see it now?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can see it.
it's up now, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. So this is new. As if you can see my tool, so this is new. I'll click on new and say Python 3. It's coming up. So, okay, close. So, but that's the procedure. What you just need to do, sorry, back. 1 minute. Let me test it again. Let me do that. Click install. Install. Notebook. Let me test install. Everything is on the then this is done. Sorry. So I expect you to carry out all the okay, it's up now. Can you see the screen? Is that refresh? Are you seeing my screen? Hello, please confirm what screen you're seeing, please.
We're seeing the Jupyter, man.
Yeah,
We can.
the Jupyter notebook is up.
It's up. Okay. Are you seeing my entry points? Let me know if I should reshare this new screen.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, we're seeing the entry
Yeah, I'm
point.
saying this. Sir.
You're seeing the entry points?
Yeah. We can.
Yes,
We can see it.
Okay. What did I type?
import.
You're seeing it. I just want to be sure. Okay, so this part
So
has, if you can look at the code. If you want to write any code, you allow this part where code is here. But let's say I just want to make a comment. I have to use Markdown. Do you understand? So whenever I'm
Yes, ma'am.
writing things like import pandas as PD, import this, that, so I just type them right here. Okay. Then after this, this will be like my in. Whenever I run it, it will be my out. Okay. So out is like the output from the code you just. Like if you open this page 95, you see the import statements and all the things that you need to do there. Okay, so that's the step 3 on that page. Like I said, import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP, and so on. Then after each one, you click on the run button. Okay, so let's say I want to type all 3, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll say import pandas. And hit enter for the next line to come up. That's to write under it. Then the numpy and so on. You keep typing until you're done. Then you run it. You just run it by clicking on the run key. I hope you can see the run key, the run
Yeah.
button. So now it has imported this, and then it's giving me a new line to continue my coding. So I remember I didn't finish everything, so I'm just giving an example. So this new line now, I said which social media CSV file. This social media CSV file is the an analysis I carried out. Okay, I think I've mentioned that before. I did something on impact of social media on students' academic performance. I'll still post the journal. It's an IEEE journal I wrote with some people in UNN and all that. So, but we gathered data from IMSU and UNN to do the work. Even though it's about 300 and something content. That's, so you can view the data set here. You can do all that. It will by just typing 1 or 2 things, and it will show you. If you want to visually file, you do it .head to show you the details. So all the details for machine learning of viewing your data, removing missing data, and all that. That's what we have from this two. So most of them are not in color now, but by the time you do it, you see everything will be in color in your own. Okay. So please, this is your first test. After this first test, we'll now do the same thing on network data. We are going to use this method now to investigate network data. So I think with that, I'll conclusively say we've done something. So go and try this. I've told you the pages, and everything you need to do is there. The code you need at each point in time, it will still give you the output, and then you enter the next code. Everything has been done already, but I just want you to use this as setting your system for analysis. So go and try it. Then the data set, um, I'll check my GitHub again whether it's still available online, and then I'll send you the data set on the platform. So let's call it a night.
Okay,
Please.
ma. I was not.
Okay, once you're done with yours, you have to post in your work. Let me be sure that you're ready for tomorrow's class. That's the last one. And
We are
before
meeting tomorrow.
that will be
Uh,
the main network analysis tomorrow. Using machine learning.
I didn't hear you, Mao.
I said
Please,
that
ma,
will be what we're doing
the
now
data
is
set, how do we get it?
is my data set, this same data that I use on the textbook now is available on GitHub. So I'm going to just look it up and then send you the link to it.
Okay, the link, okay.
Yes, you download it
Okay.
and then you load it up. You know, like if you want to load any data set, you see the procedure, you say name of the data set and then you read that data set. So because the one we are going to do on network, once you capture your network, you still save it with extension name.csv so that when you now come here, you load it up again. So practice with this one that is simple, and then tomorrow we'll work with the book. Just go to the book. Anything you don't understand, chat me up. On my way to hopefully till 4 a.m.
Ah,
That's how you go now.
Wow.
Get used to it. If you don't, maybe say come up for computer science and get.
If you not sleep to 4 a.m., we're not going to come at that day.
I don't understand.
If our eyes are open to 4 a.m.,
Jupyter.
I don't think we woke up early.
If you practice it every day, to be like normal thing.
sure. So are we meeting tomorrow, ma?
Online, yes, sir.
Okay. What about the exam? Any dates fixed for it?
This particular one is on Tuesday. So after our class tomorrow, we will now meet Tuesday for the bomber. We'll go smash on Tuesday. No worry. After tomorrow's class, we'll be quick. It won't be tough now. Whatever we did this night, and then the one for last night. The last night was just introductory, so it will be what is this, what is that. Then today's own, you have questions on how do you configure this. Then tomorrow's own will now narrow it down to network. How do you capture big data? How do you analyze big data? You just give me the because we are not doing malware check, we are not doing network security, we are doing big data analysis. Do you understand? So I'm not going to be asking you, even though we use it to investigate network packets, but it won't be on security. It will just be on the procedure for the analysis, which is what we are doing this month. I hope you get it. So
Yeah.
that's yes. You're not doing investigative part. You're only doing analyzing. So the same class I'm having it as network security. So that one they will capture the data, they will go through the process of investigating the data and determining whether there's malware or not. No, that's not your part. Your part is just analyzing. So once you understand how to install your notebook, your Jupyter notebook, understand how to use all these sci-fi libraries to check it. And then understand how to download big data, which is the Wireshark we'll do tomorrow, and then understand how to make it a structured data set, which is what we're going to do. Like you capture the data, you save it as .csv, that's the tomorrow's class. And then how to now do all these processes with it. It's the same thing. The same thing you're going to do with the data set I'm giving you this night. If you do it using network analysis, network data that you will capture using Wireshark. That's all the process.
Okay.
So I'll send you the data set and you just capture.
Okay.
So whenever you're done with yours, forward it.
Please, I have a question to ask.
Yes.
Which of the version of the Jupyter should we download?
Jupyter notebook. Just type notebook. You're not downloading Jupyter. Pip is like it's contained in Python already. Just you do pip install. It will install the latest because you're connected to the internet. So it will look for the most current one and install. You understand? Once you say pip install
I
notebook,
have, I have,
you have it already.
I have Python already on. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have your pip, your Jupyter already. And if it wants to upgrade, once you start using
No, I
it,
don't.
no, once you start using it, it might ask you this is there's a new version or whatever. If it's up to date, it will not ask you. It doesn't matter. As long as you have it already, it's okay. So what you just need to do is to launch it. Type Jupyter Notebook on as command prompt. It will launch it since you have it installed already.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So try and watch your own. So I'm recording this as our CEO. So tonight we have first once you're done with this part, I record as a complete first. Tomorrow's part we don't complete. All right, good night.
Well, please,
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, question.
No,
I don't know whether we can have area of concentration.
Good night, ma'am.
I've done that already. I said the first class was introductory. Forget those ones we did in school. This first class we had, I think I sent you the video recording. Uh-huh. That's one. It's just like introductory part that we did. What did we do? 5 Bs. You know your 5 Bs. We ought to know the techniques. Then what are the sources of big data? That one is okay. Now in this one today, we have um how to install our and configure our Jupyter and prepare it for. Then the assignment I gave you, that's just if you understand. Assignment I gave you is you see how do you remove um what is called missing data? How do you view your data set, like complete data set? Let's say I call my data set df. Df is a variable. I say df equals to read, I'll now read the data set. So if I now want to view entire df, I won't do anything, I just type df. It now presents all the entire data set that is read. As I, you know how to, we all do programming, small programming. When you now want to call age, you now say age equals to, and you say enter your age. So you know what you're telling the person, whatever you enter will be stored inside a variable called age. True or false? So in the same way now, if you
true.
want to read your data set, it is in this PowerPoint I showed you. Let me open the PowerPoint. Sorry, 1 minute. Um, PowerPoint. That's how what it is. Sorry, 1 minute. Let me just- Okay, it's not open. Okay. So if I want to now view my data set and I say the data set name is df, I want to call it df equals to, and now tell it to read this so and so data set dot csv. So when I now want to view the entire content, I'll say df. If I want to just view 5 lines or 5 rows of it, I'll say df.head. You understand? So these things are in the book. Just go, you use more time, go to them, copy and paste as it is in the book. So long as you get the data set, practice with that data set. Do you understand? As it was, practice with it, following what is in the book. That will be CA for us. And that will be, let me say, 40% of the exam also. Then tomorrow we'll just conclude the other part. So
Mind if you can send this record to me.
I'll through this trial, yes, I'll send you.
Thank you, man.
Okay, so let's continue.